A little over 2 years ago, right here in Ravi's office, I was, one of my friends from out of town came and wanted to get some more details on hotels and so on, so we decided to come here. And while we were here, Ravi was talking about the Hindu Center expansion, and decided to I've always told Ravi that we don't mind as a community to give, but let us figure out a way of getting partners, people that we do business with, to also participate in that venture. And that's how the idea of the golf tournament started. And also me and my friend Vimal and Gary, we always go to a lot of golf tournaments. We felt it might be a good idea to have something locally in Charlotte, and that's how it all started off. Last year was our first year for the tournament, and for the first time we did very well. We raised almost like 17,500, which we had given to the Hindu temple as our primary recipient last year. So that's how it started off, and we decided to pursue it again this year. Last year we did it under the auspices of the LPA, Labour Partidary Association. This year we did it under AAHOA, and again we'd like to thank AAHOA for stepping up. Jimmy, who is the North Carolina Regional Director, was supposed to be here this morning, but he couldn't make it, so he sends his regards. And again, we thank AAHOA for hosting the entire event. This year, we did it again, and it was a tremendous success. We had a sold-out field of like almost 140 players, and almost 200 people attended the event. There was a lot of participation. We got a lot of people from different states, from Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, California, Michigan, attending this golf tournament. And it was truly a nice experience. Everybody enjoyed it, and it worked out well. This year, we netted about $22,500.
Because we all win lots of charity golf tournament. Caucasian or Indian. I've been few Indian in Tennessee and other places. He did so good job, Labour Partidary group last year. The participants were so happy. They were telling everybody, do it again, do it again. So we all give you, very your leadership, coordination, and keeping everybody happy, because this is a 2 days tournament. The food was excellent, the music was excellent, everybody enjoyed it.
He has been with us for the last couple of years, participating in a lot of our events. Doug, he took all the videos and photos, and it's on the website. Again, Doug, thank you very much for assisting us at no cost. He's just helping us, and he believes in the cause. So Doug, thanks very much. I'd like to present you with a little bag here, a little UPS bag. It has some goodies here. Oh, yeah. He did a great job. If you're here in every services, he does a lot of cards for hotels.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. It's been my pleasure.
Thank you.
I would first like to introduce the sort of a baby of our community. Is a new association which we just in the process of forming. It's a Caribbean Heritage Association of Trinidad and Tobago, CHATT. We have Listra Percy. She is the interim treasurer of that association.
Caribbean Heritage Association of Trinidad and Tobago is fairly new. We are still in our baby stage. So, but our main purpose actually is to spread the culture of Trinidad and Tobago. Then we also want to give back to the community here in Charlotte. Okay, and as even a step further, we like to mingle with other associations so we can all learn from each other.
One of the things we looked at is spreading the culture, and I think for the last 15 years the India Association of Charlotte has been having a Festival of India uptown to sort of promote the culture within our community, and also to the open Charlotte community as well. And this year they had a new facility. It worked out very well. Again, Tony, thank you very much. And if you'd like to come up and
Well, thank you so much,
We know that you.
But I have been part of the Festival of India from day one, and I have lived in this town for 25 years. And about 16 years ago, we started just like this, talking in one of the houses, and we have a core group of about 5 people, And we started at Spirit Square, and we involved the whole community, and the whole community was very, very excited, We stayed in Spirit Square for a couple of years, then moved to AAHOA, then came back to Spirit Square, and for the last 5 years, we have really come down in the mainstream. And we are very proud to be right in heart of downtown.
Rohit Patel, he is the president of the Labour Patidar Association. It is that organization that held the organization last year. Now this year, most of the committee members assisted with raffles and a lot of registration and everything under the leadership of Rohit. Rohit has also been very instrumental in keeping all the books. All the transaction went through him, and that was it wasn't an easy job. And I'd like to thank him personally for giving up of his valuable time to this cause here. So Rohit, last year, you were receiving. You were giving. You were giving.
I'm going to receive.
So we need to
I'd rather receive than give.
I'd like to call Nish as well to present. Nish also has been, there's a lot of guys behind the scene that assisted us, and Nish, for example, had gotten a lot of sponsorship for us. And Nish, thank you very much, and you and Vimal can present Rohit with the check. You're the shooter already, so we got a check for you.
I know, I already checked it out. You want to give it out? Oh, that's fine. 10 years ago, and basically it was formed just to provide a forum for social and cultural interaction within the Lewa community. Small association, we have about 40-50 families, and we try to have 2 picnics at least twice a year, just so the community can get together, because everybody's busy, and this just gives us time to get together and catch up with the people. So it's been good for us, and with Jay we've done a few of these charitable events, which I think is very good, and it's our way of giving to the community. So thank you.
Thank you. MB and his team that represents the BAPS organization, the Swaminarayan Temple in Charlotte. They are one of our main temples in Charlotte, and again, we are happy to support the temple this year. So, thank you all very much. So, of course,
Thank you, Jay, AAHOA, Ravi Bhai, to facilitate the whole function here. Basically, BAPS, as almost everybody knows in North America, Ravi Bhai, Jay, Nish, a lot of people are directly, indirectly always involved into the activities. But BAPS in North America basically not only have just the temples, but yes, it is a main part of the religious place where we can go worship. So we have almost 60 temples in North America, and every other day we may have to ask Kiran Bhai or somebody that how many temples we have now. So with the community support, and it's a charitable organization, so charity does depend on charity. So definitely we appreciate on behalf of Charlotte BAPS that you consider us as one of the beneficiary. And we do a lot of kids activity, cultural activities. Spiritual aspect is the main, being the spiritual organization. But under the roof of that, BAPS also have a BAPS charity, which is also one of the approved UN organization.
What is Pratham? There was a gentleman named Madhav Chauhan, Dr. Madhav Chauhan, professor in Houston University. He had desired to help out in some way or the other in India. And he started to experiment with slums of Mumbai to figure out how he can help. He had a lot of support from a lot of communities, a lot of individuals, and in the end he figured out a model which is scale. He wanted to help not just one slum, but all of India. As a result of his effort, now we have 10 chapters in the United States that raise money, and we work with less than $20 million budget per year, and our operations are spread all over India. More than half of India has representation. What do? Our goal is to hold the hands of the children who are at risk, and so that they get education up to elementary level school. That means those children, especially the ones whose parents are illiterate, are unable to become literate because the school systems are poor. So on the side we come in and provide the help, usually the parents provide, to accomplish this task. 400,000 volunteers come together every year to go through measurements. That means they do the survey, measure, and it's published. So this is a very unified effort underway, and the whole goal is to eradicate illiteracy, because once you educate them to the elementary level, their second generation would help themselves out, and we don't have to hold their hands anymore.
One organization, and we don't have a representative, they're based out of New York, is Bal Soham Parivar of USA. I believe it's an organization that does something similar to Pratham, children's schools, so education. So we will present this to Gary to deliver to that organization. Okay, the last recipient is the organization that has been the pillar of our community here in Charlotte. When I first moved in Charlotte 20 years ago, the first place I went to was the Hindu Center, you know, and it is again the foundation and the pillar of our community. They are on an expansion mode, and this is how this tournament really started. For the main cause was to support the Hindu Center. I'd like to call Mr. Bal Gupta, who has, I believe, the chairman of the trustees of the Hindu Center. Also, I'd like to call Ravi Patel, who is also involved. He's been involved with the Hindu Center for many years, to receive that on behalf, and I'll get Rohit and Vimal to present them the check and for Mr. Bal Gupta.
It's about 29 years of history. I got involved very actively in about 18 years ago. Since I became active, always I have a desire to make this place better and bigger for the community. So we immediately started working on it. We added the Parikrama, bigger Vedanta. Then we have remodified the Viharha. Then a few years ago we bought a church property where we have 270 children learning our rituals of Hinduism. Now even that church property is getting short, and we need a more bigger place for our temple where more communities come together and worship their faith of Hinduism. Plus, we also need a sports complex where all our coming generation children can play together and enjoy our facility. That this money will be used for that purpose. Thank you very much for helping this project.
Thank you very much.